Hello again, Andy and Handy Andy, and welcome back to another quick shoot here. And this property is pretty interesting from a couple of standpoints. One, we did this job about 6 months ago, and literally in the last 6 months, our scope of work has doubled. Just with weather, this house was never painted and caulked properly, though it's been painted a couple of times since it was built new. And it's a beautiful home. And so out of this experience has come for us, we're creating a new maintenance program where our clients will be able to have us come out 2, 3, 4 times a year, whichever interval they want, and we'll walk the whole inside, the whole outside of inside of the house. We'll go through a prescribed checklist of items that we're looking for that are pretty standard repair items at Handy Andy. It might be a broken outlet, it might be rotted wood, failed caulk, torn ridge shingles, clogged gutters, whatever it might be inside or outside the house. We'll go through it, and we'll have a service charge for that. It'll be real reasonable, but we'll take $50 of that. If there isn't any work to be performed right that day, we'll take $50 of that and roll it to the next job that you have with Handy Andy. So it kind of is a win-win for all of us. This client has ended up probably spending another $1,500 in repairs because we weren't able to do the work for 6 months ago. And it's just the way this business goes. And you can see some stuff in this house. It's interesting. And it makes me mad. A lot of times you get rotted wood on a window like this, and contractors come out and tell the client that they need to replace the whole window, which is ridiculous. We've made the repairs, and you can see, pretty typical of us, you can see the angle cuts. And that's what you want to look for any contractor doing wood replacement like this. You can't see it, but my brother and I have primed all sides of this replaced wood. It won't rot out again. It's caulked in with MaxFlex caulk. We're actually going to go ahead and repaint that piece to match the rest of the trim. And this particular customer is probably going to have us repaint all the trim anyway. And mostly with Handy Andy, people get confused with us because we used to do everything and we don't. We stick to repairs, maintenance, interior, exterior painting, but we've got a ton of folks we can refer you to. And what's going on here is this looks like a piece of replaced wood, but what happened is these builders all use finger jointed wood. So you can see the joint in this. It's basically a way for them to save scraps and remake wood and sell it to us. And then the caulk has failed, so moisture's gotten in here and it's forced the wood to swell and the joint to pop. You can see the failed caulk over here as well. And these little failed caulks, it doesn't look like much. It takes 5 seconds to fix it for now, but it'll cost you hundreds of dollars if you let it go. And you can kind of see where we've been all over this house. We've probably repaired maybe 10 or 12 windows on this property. And so we came up with a program to do the maintenance. It just makes sense. It keeps us involved with our clients. And we've been shifting Handy Andy. Anyway, my brother's up here on the ladder right there, just finishing with the repair there. He's going to go ahead and paint that wood before we put that downspout back. That was another piece that wasn't rotted 6 months ago, but it sure is now. It's interesting stuff in these houses. This is a fairly expensive home up in Suwanne. Beautiful home, really. And you can see right here where they've never caulked this inside quarter board. It's wide open. So water's getting in there, and it's going to lead to rot here and potentially termites being attracted to that moisture coming up from behind the brick. Georgia's not a place to mess around. No state is. If you've got areas that need to be caulked and sealed, like this trim board right here, house has been painted so many times, and look at it. See the crack right here in the split? You need to caulk and seal it. The caulk has failed on this hardy plank. When you use a typical $1 tube of caulk, it can't take the heat. This is concrete siding, so it has a higher radiant heat index, and it'll go ahead and just expanding and contracting over time. The caulk just gives out. Just plain gives out. So, you know, if you catch these things, that's part of what the maintenance program is going to be designed to do, is to catch these repairs, go ahead and get them caught up before they become expensive. We've got some repairs up over here. We're known for repairing windows that everybody says can't be repaired. We've done it forever. We've got a couple master carpenters on staff, including my brother, who can pretty much do anything, literally anything. And what you're seeing here is a window that was featured on HomeTalk.com. And they said we couldn't replace this piece of wood right here. We couldn't repair the lower sash, and we did. You can see her old tape here. It's just waiting to be painted now. We've already primed it in. This is a window the client paid a couple years ago to have repaired. You can see our nice angle cuts here. The previous contractor did straight horizontal cuts. It rotted on both sides. You can see the repair here as well. So pretty much can do anything in terms of carpentry, paint, roof repairs. You know, anything that leaks, squeaks, or creaks, think Handy Andy. We're all over Metro Atlanta, but I do like this concept. This house is a great example of how a maintenance program would have benefited them, and you can certainly count on the fact that we'll be at this house probably every quarter from now on. It just makes sense. Give us a call, 770-912-2829. We're coming through here and replacing this insulation on the HVAC units. This is something you can do yourself if you're a little bit handy. Just go to Home Depot, get the right parts, but Once these fail like that, you can see the condition of it, you're going to lose probably about $15 a unit in the summer. So there's $45 sitting right there. We've got a frame repair over here on this door that wasn't rotted 6 months ago. You can see the angle cut here, and then another contractor who said this couldn't be repaired. Well, it's repaired, people. If you know what you're doing, you can get it done. Think Handy Andy for all home repairs and maintenance jobs all over Atlanta. We do interior, exterior painting as well. 770-912-2829. If you happen to see that truck out there, give a honk and a wave. That'd probably be me in it right there. And you can see where we did some brick repairs right here. It's just curing. It'll dry out closer to the white. Anything you need, give us a call. Find us online at HandyANDYHome.com or find us as a featured contractor at HomeTalk.com. Take care. See you at the next house. Bye-bye.